Hello again, this is Andrew Westhof with Homes Mortgage Lending, and this is your interest rate update for Thursday, September 15th, 2022. Unfortunately, rates are on the rise. The main reason for this is the inflation numbers came out on Tuesday, and they were up a little bit when the expectations were that they'd be down a little bit. So the numbers aren't crazy. The problem is that the Fed really wants inflation to start coming down, and that's why they've been increasing the Fed funds rate pretty aggressively, and it's still not coming down. So that means they're likely going to continue to raise that Fed funds rate pretty aggressively. Now, we already expected that the Fed was going to raise the Fed funds rate 0.75% at their next meeting, which is this coming Tuesday. Now there's some concern. There's about a 30% risk priced into the market currently, which is the rate increase we just saw, that they'll raise it a full 1%. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday. If they only raise it to 0.75% expected, then rates should come down a little bit. The other issue is that with inflation still not coming down, there's a higher likelihood that they'll increase rates more than expected when they meet in November and December. So there's not a ton of room for rates to come down in the near term, unfortunately. There's not really any immediate concerns of a recession or negative economic news coming out. So we do still think that the economy is going to cool. Most experts think that a recession is still something that's going to happen. It just might not happen as quickly. So there's a good chance, at least in the near term, that we're going to be at the rates that we're at currently. So let's take a look at what those rates are. Without further ado, today on a $250,000 purchase with 20% down, 740 or higher credit score, single family primary residence on a 30-day lot conventional loan, where this is a 30-year fixed, we're looking at a 6.386%, 6.553% APR. So if you tuned in last week, rates were trending in the right direction. Last week they were coming down a little bit. We were at 5.984. So a decent little tick up. That equates to about $26 for every $100,000 that you borrow, more this week than what you would have paid if you locked in last week at the same time. So let's look at the actual fee worksheet. So $250,000 purchase price with 20% down is a $200,000 loan amount, 6.386% interest rate, 6.553% APR. And then we're looking at principal and interest of $1249.18, and homeowners insurance is, I'm estimating $75 a month, $900 a year. Property taxes estimating $500 a month or $6,000 a year, which gets us the total payment of $1824.18. So that principal and interest, to show you a little bit of the math on what the difference is between how much you borrow. $1249.18. This is a $200,000 loan amount, so $624.59 is half of that, which is a $100,000 loan amount. About every $100,000 that you borrow is $624.59, or every $10,000 that you borrow is about $62.46. And that's on the principal and interest. You buy a home for a little bit more money, you're going to be paying a little bit higher property taxes. If you have PMI, that'll be a little bit higher too. But this just gives you an idea if you're thinking price ranges about how much it is for principal and interest. And then just a little bit of a rough estimate here, but this is based more on Southeast Michigan. But in that price range, 20% down on $250,000 with all costs included, I would expect about $62,000 for the total out of pocket. So if you're buying a home in the next couple of weeks, the biggest thing is going to be what the Fed actually ends up doing on Tuesday. And then from there might not be a whole lot of movement, barring anything unexpected happening in the economy or just global news in general. We're probably going to be at similar rates, but stay tuned. I'm doing these every week or every other week at least, every Thursday. So if you want to keep an eye on what rates are doing, feel free to subscribe. If this was useful, please like the video so others can find it as well. And if you are buying a home in Michigan, rates kind of stink right now, but mine tend to be better than most other lenders. So I'd love to throw my hat in the ring, look at your specific scenario, and see where our price shakes out. you can find my contact information in the video notes as well. So give me a call, shoot me an email, shoot me a text, and we can connect. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.